Hey you guys, welcome to Sessions with Steve. First, I want to apologize for not putting up the video for the um, the petty corner video. Um, I didn't have time, at all that day. Like I was like, okay, maybe I could push it an hour here, push it an hour here, and then I was just like, it's not gonna happen, at all. So I just like to apologize to y'all for not having it up. I know so many of you were waiting on it. I got you in this video, y'all. I got you in the video. Um, so we have a lot to talk about today. Um, the winter storm did a lot of undoable damage. People lost their lives because some froze to death, some tried to keep themselves and their kids warm by doing drastic things and they ended up dying. Just recently I found an 11-year-old boy, he literally froze to death, in his sleep, um, trying to bundle up and stay warm. He literally froze to death. And I couldn't imagine how that parent feels right now, Um, it's all about who's to blame. Now, you can't really blame Mother Nature. Mother Nature sends snow to different parts of the earth yearly. It's been an ongoing thing since the beginning of time. You know, I mean, you look at up north, Missouri and Washington and New York and Rhode Island and the Carolinas, Virginia, Oregon, Minnesota, all those places, they're ready for any snowfall, any freezing ice. They're ready. And you would think that the whole nation would be ready. You would think that, okay, if something like that was to happen, we'd be covered. We're not gonna lose, we're not gonna lose electricity. We're not gonna lose water. So I feel like some people should be on a chopping block. You can't blame ERCOT. You can't blame Centerpoint. You have to blame the leaders in charge because they are the ones to get together and weatherize Texas. I mean, what I found out, I don't know if I was watching, I think I was watching the news. What I found out was this is one part of the nation that's dealing with energy, one energy thing. This is the other side, and they have an energy. This is Texas. Texas is all by itself on their own energy plan, and I think it failed them, and I think it failed them hard, and I think they should be held accountable. You know, no one should have been without electricity for a weekend. You can't blame Erica. You can't blame um, Centerpoint. You can't blame them because they didn't do anything. Like their stuff was on. Um, you have to look and be like, what could I have done better? Now I watch the news daily. Like my mom is an avid news watcher. She watches it in the morning and at noon and afternoon at night. So whether I'm like actually paying attention to the screen or not, I can still hear um, what's going on. And the meteorologists, the news people, the experts in it all, they've been like, "Hey Texas, you're gonna get it, and you're gonna get out. There's no ifs, ands, buts about." They were talking about this probably 2 to 3 weeks in advance. Like they got some weather coming, and get ready for it. They're always talking. Okay, so you tell me a week before the storm hits, You're gonna be like, oh, let's tell people like now's the time to start getting ready. No, Houston alone has over 10 million people. Alone, Houston alone has over 10 million people. How you want 10 million people to get ready for weather like this in 7 days? Like, you're gonna overload the grocery stores. You're gonna overload the people who provide the food, who provide the household necessities for everyone. You're gonna overload them. You know, it's time for Texas to stop being so Republican and be for the people. You know, it's funny because you know, the people of Houston, of Austin, of Texas in general, they're helping each other. And yeah, I see here's him over here, here's him over there. Like, no, you know, don't just show yourself to one water giveaway or one giveaway of hot food and think you're doing something. Fix it so that Texas doesn't have to go through this. You know, I was a part of the winter storm devastation. My house is fine. All my family members that I stay with, they're fine. We lost food. You know, we lost, our water. Our water just came back on, and although I use it to shower, but I still don't trust it, cause like it's like you have these people, some of them in fear for just using lights or using water, cause you know where it came from. Like right now, it's literally over 70 degrees outside. You know, some people are in fear. Okay, if I run my air conditioner, will I trip something and the electricity's gonna go? Like, you have some people who hang on every word, and then you have some people that's like, okay, I need to do things differently, and it's not us. These leaders need to do something, and they need to do something now. The lesson they should have learned came with the Texas windstorm. I think they named her Yuri. I'm a resident of Texas now, and I've seen it when I first got here, probably after being here a year and something. It snowed, and we went outside, and I mean, it didn't snow like it did this past time, but that should have told them, if they saying it'll snow, it'll snow. It's time for us to get get things rolling. I look up to the top, the governor, the mayor, the county judge, Ted Cruz. Like Ted, y'all, we got to talk about Ted Cruz because I told y'all I was being petty today, and first off, he's an ignorant piece of crap. Why? Like, so people. You should know people by now. If they see you or they know the game plan that you played and you come out to the public and try to tell a whole nother story, you know that a richer story is going to come out. Some text messages are going to be put out and somebody's going to be caught in some hotness. When they told me Ted Cruz skipped out of Texas and took his family to Mexico because they didn't have no heat in their house, and they were cold. This fool said, my daughter said, "Hey, Dad, let's go on a vacation." Dude, the state you represent, okay? The state you represent is under a disaster right now, at the moment. Snow's falling, ice is falling, everything's frozen under. And you mean to tell me you took your little bonehead ass, excuse my language, to Cancun, Mexico because your girl said that it was cold? When I heard him say that story, honestly, y'all, I didn't believe him at all. I was like, and I told my mom, I said, that story don't sound right to me. She was like, he skipped. I said, yeah, but that story don't. And then he said, as soon as I sat down on the plane, he said he had regrets. Okay, the plane didn't take off as soon as you sat down. So why you didn't get your ass up and get off the plane and say, you know what, I have to stay here? Then the dumbass left the dog in the house, and the security guard had to go save his ass because you left the dog in the same cold house that you took your human family out of. Ain't the dog supposed to be a part of your family food? Like, what? Come on now. You know, Ted Cruz, you're sorry. You just a sorry person. You just sorry. Meanwhile, Beto O'Rourke, the man that I voted for in the election, was here in Texas, probably suffering with the rest of us. Well, he had phone service because he was making calls and sending emails and trying to get things falling for Texas. And I tip my hat to you, and I thank you, Beto O'Rourke, for all that you do for the great, lovely state of Texas. And I said that very sarcastically. But I do thank you from the bottom of my heart because you are a true worker. And you would have done Texas very, very proud. How to help? Beyonce's foundation, Be Good, BEYGOOD.com/ I don't know, but look up Be Good, and if you look up Be Good, it should be there. And then it's partnering with Bread of Life or something like that. But if y'all look at Beyonce more than I do, she probably posted it on her thing. It's probably out there for y'all. The Red Cross, I know. FEMA is out. Who else? The Salvation Army is out. I mean, so many people are helping hands. Before I get into our next topic, which is entertainment news, I'd just like to say that well, it'll come back because I forgot what I was about to put in there. But let's get into some entertainment news. Okay. Whoopi Goldberg and Tyler Perry have signed on for the Sister Act adaptation that I if I'm not mistaken, will appear on Disney Plus. If I am mistaken, it might have said HBO Max, but I am not sure. Um, so I probably will have to do a update for that piece of news. But I'm glad that she signed on because she did 1 and 2, um, and she'll, make this one as popular as the first two. Ellie Imhoff, y'all. Y'all know who Ellie Imhoff is. I keep rolling back because um, I was on my pants leg. But Ellie Imhoff, she's the daughter of David Imhoff. I think the man's name is David, y'all. Kamala's husband name. I think his name David. Yeah, I think his name David. But and Kamala, that's her stepdaughter. She made her New York Fashion Week debut with Proenza Schuler, and she was fierce. Y'all just look it up. She was fierce. No other words to say, but she was fierce. Let's see. Let's talk about Blue Ivy. Let me tell y'all something. That girl looks identical to her mom as a kid. Like, I don't even, when I was growing up, there was more photos of B, as a kid, in her younger days. And Blue Ivy looks exactly like her mom, and it's the story behind her modeling in the Icy Park ads was she was only there, she was just there and she got dressed and she basically said, I'm gonna show you what I can do. And she did it. She stole the whole shoot. She was phenomenal. She's very beautiful. Very beautiful. I see her kind of following in her mom's footsteps. I don't know if she would want to be an entertainer like her mom, but I definitely see her doing big things in the industry. So go Blue Ivy. But yeah, Beyonce just launched Icy Park, sorry y'all. Beyonce just launched Icy Park, and I heard just about everything as usual, it's sold out. I don't even know where to go to look for clothes and stuff like that. But I like that. I like the fits that they had in the shoot. The one with the flowers and the brown. I like those. They're nice. Oh my. We have to. I'm gonna say one topic for last. I had to write it down so I didn't forget anything, y'all. The topic that I'm gonna discuss now is Kim and Kanye. For many years, I followed, watching, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Yeah, really. Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I used to watch it, and then I watched the spin-off, Khloe and Kim. No, it wasn't Kim. It was Khloe and one of them. Um, but you know, and Kim's been married here and doing this and that, and with this last marriage, she's had 4 kids for the guy, and I kind of feel a little sorry for her. Like, yeah, she has past and she has sex tapes. I don't want to put sex tapes. She want to be what she is. Ha ha ha. I understand it, but I mean, what she's going through now has nothing to do with none of that in her past. She really, really, I do believe she really, really tried to make it work with Kanye. I think they were together, what, 6.5, 7 years, something like that, 4.5, whatever. I feel sorry for her because she has kids now. Like with her other marriages, she didn't have kids for him. She has 4 kids with Kanye. And I really truly think that he needs help. He definitely needs help. That poor guy. I think for me, after his mom died, and I think the way she died has messed with his mental ever since. So yeah, Kim Ye is over. I wish Kim and her 4 all the best, and I also wish Kanye the best. I hope that he does find peace. And I wanted to say that their marriage was always rocky. It wasn't because he failed to become the president, y'all. Like, whoever started that and whoever trying to put that out there, that was not the reason. Their marriage has been suffering for a while. And she's been trying her hardest to get him help and to just try to be there for him. But sometimes people have to fall hard in order to get up and dust themselves off and continue with life. We wish all the best to Kanye, though. This last piece of entertainment pettiness today. Y'all know I watch The Real anytime I can. I don't even know what time it comes on anymore. I haven't watched it in a while. But anytime I can catch it, I'm on it. Sometimes I'll be on YouTube and I'll watch segments. Excuse me. And I'll watch segments from it. Okay. So everyone knows that COVID has been running rampant. I just got the notification while I was actually making this video that we have surpassed 500,000 COVID-related deaths. 500,000 people have died. That's not a milestone that anyone should be happy over, But people have to report it because that's what they do. And people sometimes they come into contact with someone who has COVID exposure, and they have to quarantine, or then they're fine. Or sometimes when they quarantine, a couple of days later, a light case of COVID or something sneak up, whatever. So y'all know Lonnie. I've known, not personally, but I've known Lonnie for 10 years, I think. 9 years, let's just say. Me watching The Real. Lonnie, I've watched Lonnie when Tamara was out having kids and, or sick. Adrian was out, you know, Jeannie Mai, sorry, was out. Um, she would always call or FaceTime and check up on them, you know, like just telling them, hey, I'm here for you. And recently, Garcelle, Garcelle Beauvais from Jamie Foxx, that's the only really notable thing I have from her anyway. Ooh, I was petting her. Um, she was at home, either dealing with COVID or she was quarantining from being exposed to it. Um, she started to have some beef with my girl Lonnie over Lonnie motherly instincts. Lonnie has been a mother to so many. They call her Auntie Lonnie, or you know, she's a mother figure. I've watched her anything, you know, be a comedian. I've watched her do her thing, and that's what she's a mother figure. Like she'll call and check on you, and wish you well if you're sick, or congratulate you when you do something amazing. I don't think Lonnie would be the type to just be like, do something and it, you know, didn't go well. You know, I mean, she's never been that type of person to me. So apparently, a couple weeks ago, Lonnie um, FaceTime Garcelle like she do the rest of the girls, um, to check up on her and see how she was doing. Garcelle picked up and had a conversation, whatever. I don't know what said, but um, it came back on the show, and they were talking about. I think Lonnie had brought up the fact that she had FaceTime Garcelle, you know, just to check up on her, and Garcelle said something about, and don't you do it again. And Lonnie, y'all know Lonnie, she was like, okay, I won't. Now let me tell you, if it was me, I'd be like, hun bun, sweet cakes, baby love. You don't have to worry about me calling and checking up on you. You don't even have to worry about me calling you, texting you, or nothing, because your number is deleted from my phone. Point blank, period. Um, it's just me, but Garcelle handled that the wrong way. She could, me, if it was me, and Lonnie called me and I wasn't FaceTime ready or whatever, I just wouldn't answer the phone. You know? I mean, I don't know what y'all think about it, but that's just me. I wouldn't answer the phone. And I told her, hey, I saw your FaceTime call, but, you know, I wasn't prepared to answer the phone. You know, to pick up the call and be all hee hee ha ha and then be so nasty in the end, like, nah. So, that's all for entertainment petty. The pettiness in entertainment. Now we move on to what moment of the day. So apparently, this grandmother was babysitting her 7-year-old grandson. And he decided to play hide and seek with the lady. Running from her, he runs his behind and jumps into a trash can and hides, not knowing that the trash people were coming around to collect trash. The people picked it up, picked up the thing. Some trucks have a little thing where they pick up the can themselves, they empty it. They throw the trash in themselves. Apparently, this thing had the little arm on the side, and that's how they picked up the trash. The key was thrown in the back of the trash compactor. He was this close from being smushed to death because he decided to play hide and seek away from his grandmother. If it wasn't for the quick thinking of the driver of the truck, the little boy would be dead right now. After I squirted him off with the hose, made him scrub in the tub for an hour, I would have gotten him out and he would be grounded for life. Y'all know that show. That boy would be so grounded. He'd be an adult and still be grounded. Because you didn't play it on mom or dad. You played it on your grandma. And 9 times out of 10, your grandma is up in age. And you probably gave her a heart attack, son. That definitely deserved what moment? Yes. What moment? And yeah, I mean, it's it's crazy what some kids do. You know, but you know, I just wanna shout out Simple Base. I'm trying to get the name of it right. But my girl Ace, she is doing her thing with her custom jewelry. I don't have my jewelry on today, but I had it on. I want to say Saturday. I had it on. It's with me in my bag, you know, in my office. But her jewelry is amazing. It actually works. She makes meditation jewelry, and she does facial scrubs and body scrubs. Now I have finicky skin, so that's probably the only thing that's holding me back from trying her scrubs and her rubs and stuff. Anytime she goes in and making all organic or all natural moisturizer, I'm on it. No perfume added. I am on it because, you know, I can do that. But check her out. She has her own online store. Shopify. Shopify.com. And she makes incredible jewelry. If I can wear mine 24/7, if I can get into a new endeavor, I think I'll be wearing mine more and more and more, because I love it. That's just what it is. I love it, you know. But yeah, so this has been Sessions with C. Texas Winter Storm edition. You know, we are back. Texas is well, let me rephrase that. Texas is not necessarily back to, you know, being Texas, but we are well on our way. The one thing about being a Houstonian, a Texan in general, is that we help each other. Do good of the day. The do good moment of the day. In Austin, the owner of HEB um, went up to a man and he was like, um, if you hurry, I can check you out and get you out here quick. And as he stood in line, he was like, okay, the line is moving okay. And then all of a sudden, he said the line just started going fast. And he was like, the general, the owner, or the general manager wanted to, knew that they were losing power or knew that they would be able to save the food or just wanted to help or whatever was on his mind. He decided to let all the customers in that store at that time have free whatever was in their basket. Just roll on out free. No payment. And that's one way that Texas is helping Texas. We all need a do-good moment. And we all need to uplift others. There's no room. There should be no room in your body for hate. There should be no room in your body to judge people or to kick them while they're down. We all should love one another and pay it forward because you never know when you can be on that side of the line. It's only a line that separates those who have it and those who don't. It's only a thin line, and we all should help. We all should uplift. We all should love. We all should show compassion, to one another. No one asks to be poor. No one asks to not have food to eat. No one doesn't. People don't ask not to have house to live in. Just say, oh God, just allow me to be born, and then when I hit 2025, I'm homeless. I don't have a house. I don't have clothes. I don't have a job. No one asks for that. So it's time that we show more compassion in the whole world. God is giving, God is literally giving us a second chance at life. It's not even a second chance at this point. He's giving us another chance, and we should use it wisely. God loved us so much that He gave His only Son. That right there, that's a love like no other. I don't think I'd be that strong to give my kid I don't think I'd be that strong. But He did because He wanted us to not be charged for our sins. Jesus died for our sins. We're not. Our sins are paid in full. Okay. The thing is, do you believe that they are? I'm not getting into all of that, but I want to just send my thoughts, my prayers, my well wishes, love and light and prosperity and healing and peace. Sorry. Not just over the world, not just over the nation, not just over Texas, but over the entire world. All over, people are dealing with things, unimaginable circumstances right now, and we all should just pray and ask God to send down His blessings. My thoughts are with those families who have lost lives, human lives. Kids won't see their mom no more. A whole family just trying to stay warm. Parents won't see their kid anymore. We have weather, natural disasters. You know, we have devastation, we have pandemics, and some people don't get it. And one day I pray y'all do. So, as usual, this has been Sessions with C. Thank y'all for tuning in. Bye. Oh yeah, P.S. Don't forget to wear your mask, wash your hands, sanitize. Be careful with going between gloves, washing their hands, and sanitizing. Do it often, but make sure your hands are fully dry, even in your the sides of your nails, fingernails, and hands. Make sure you don't have, any, you know, liquid still lingering. A couple people said they had little infections here and there in their hands. So please be careful, y'all. Stay safe, social distance. It is almost over. I promise you. We will get through this together. Love y'all.